I just be wondering, who told us, who the hell told us that the men be in Charlotte, North Carolina? Who the told us that goddamn lie? Let me tell you something. I've been in Charlotte, North Carolina for 3 years, and don't get me wrong, I had a really good relationship for like a year and a half, almost 2 years. So I'm not gonna on all Charlotte, but what I will say is that was like one of a million out of this motherfucker. Where are the niggas? What the
My question is, what happened to the 1 in a million dude? What happened to him? He seemed to be perfect. Where is he at?
All you see is a bunch of females out here. I feel like we all got the memo, and somebody lied and said the men that know how to treat women, the men with that southern hospitality, as if we in the South, are in Charlotte, North Carolina. And so we all gravitated and migrated here, and now we all here looking dumb. Dumb and single. Dumb and single. Except for the lesbians, because there's a whole lot of lesbians out here. And, you know, I'll say this. As a lesbian, as a straight man, you will probably have some luck out here. Some. Because, you know, and I'm going to leave it there. You'll have some luck out here. But for a single woman who is actually looking to date and be in a relationship, girl, don't bring your ass down here.
I am so confused. You said you found that. What are you talking about? You said you found him. He was 1 in a million. What happened to him? Why are you leaving it out the story?
This ain't it. This ain't it. And I keep telling myself I'm going to leave, but then go where? Because I also feel like the Charlotte, North Carolina people out here, like, they really can't, I don't know if they can handle my attitude. You know, I'm from the DMV, and we a little feisty. You know, them niggas done instilled some shit in me that I just can't shake. You know, so I'm a little feisty, I'm a little sassy or whatever.
And there it is. All the other stuff she's talking about, there's no men, they don't know how to treat women. Throw that out the window. This is what it's all about right there. She got a bad attitude, she's sassy, she can't keep a man. That's what it's all about right there.
But it just seemed like the only type of people that can handle my attitude is my men back at home, back in the DMV. Them the only niggas that can really tame this low attitude.
This lady is in her 40s, people. Late 30s, but I'm thinking 40s. Talking like this.
Everybody else be acting like they a little scared. You scared a little on me? Crazy. I need to figure out where to go. Y'all give me some suggestions. I heard they be looking all right in Michigan, but what the is out in Michigan? I don't know. I'm probably just going off of that one. I got a crush. What's his name? Michigan King? Yeah, tag him. I like him. That's my type right there. That's my type right there. They not out here. They not out here. Nowhere. Help. Send help.
This video is a prime example of why I'm always saying you can't listen to these women when they're online telling their side of the story, when they're sharing their issues or doing what they do best, blaming men for whatever situation that they're in. This lady started the video out saying that there are no men in Charlotte. Nothing. There's no reason to come there. There's no men whatsoever. Then turned right around and said she met this great guy who was perfect. 1 in a million. She said it. She met a guy who was perfect. That lasted about a year and a half. Never talked about what happened, which is fine. But the one thing I know about women, and especially women like this, if it was something he did, I guarantee you she would have talked about it. There is no way possible she wouldn't have brought up that he did something to mess it up. So that is telling me she ran that man off, and then later in the video, without actually saying what she did, she said what she did. It was her being sassy and her bad attitude. I am pretty sure that's what ran that man off. And the reason I want to talk about this video is because I need to expose these type of situations, because there's so many women making these videos. There's one for every city. Ain't no men in Minnesota. Ain't no men in Chicago. Ain't no men in Detroit. They're making them everywhere, and in most situations they're dealing with the exact same thing she's dealing with. It is something that they are doing, but they don't talk about that in the video. It's always the man. Why the men ain't this? Why the men ain't that? When the actual problem is you. Let me be clear, I am not saying men are never at fault. I understand men are at fault sometimes, but when these women are coming on doing these story times about how bad men are, y'all need to understand they are doing everything they can to keep themselves clean. They don't want none of that blame touching them whatsoever. Like, she's over here talking about, well, maybe I should go to Michigan.
Why?
Why go to Michigan if you're gonna be the same person that you are in Charlotte? And she mentioned that she had a crush on some dude up there. So you're gonna go to Michigan because you like this guy's videos? And the guy's name is Michigan King. I went and looked at a couple of his videos. This is who she's talking about.
I got a question. Why you finance so damn far from me?
And this is all the guy does. He just comes online and sells fantasies to these women all day. And they fall for a hook, line, and sinker, just like this woman. And I ain't knocking that, man. Get your money. But this is who she's talking about. My advice to you is just to go back home. You already said those men are used to you. They're used to dealing with your attitude, which I don't believe. I believe she had 1 or 2 boyfriends down there who dealt with her garbage. So now she think all of those men want to deal with it. Those men in your hometown don't want to deal with your attitude, just like those men in Charlotte don't want to deal with your attitude. But instead of doing the work to change that attitude, to get rid of that sassiness, she's she's just gonna move because it's men's fault. All I'm saying, people, is when you see these women coming online talking about there's no men here, there's no men there, just understand a lot of them are not sharing the whole story. They're gonna give you bits and pieces to make themselves look innocent, the same way this young lady did here.
Do you have any expectations for how much the ring should cost?
No, she don't care about like
I'm
nothing.
not materialistic in prices. So.
She's really more so a thoughtful girl. Like it's a thought in there.
$1,500 ring would be just fine with you.
No.
Don't say no. Don't show up. Don't say no. Because when did anybody ever propose to you?
Nobody proposed to me yet.
Exactly. So why would a $1,500 ring mean anything?
That's a good question.
Exactly.
But that's what I expect.
No, that's what you expect, and it's because you're too picky.
Okay. Guess I'm too picky then.
Yes, I know you're too picky.
Seems like you guys love each other very much.
Yeah, I love this
Yes.
girl so much. Like we've been through like.
A ring
lot.
doesn't matter. A ring doesn't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Brother, if you believe that, I got a bridge I want to sell to you because she absolutely cares about the ring. She's just agreeing with you to get through the interview. But if you show up with one of those $200 Walmart rings, she's not going to be happy. It sounds like you and your girl really need to have a talk so y'all can understand each other a little bit better, because she started out saying she didn't really care, but then all of a sudden she said she cared, but now she's saying she doesn't care again. I'm telling you, she cares. Now, you can do what you want with that information, but the girl cares. And I thought it was wild when he asked how many people have proposed to you to this point, and she really didn't have an answer. That's why she let it go. I thought that was hilarious. I know somebody would have a problem with it, but I just thought it was funny because she really changed her whole stance after he said that. And even though it was kind of cold, I understand what he is saying. If you're sitting here worried about the kind of ring you're gonna get instead of worried about the kind of man you're gonna get, you might be in trouble. But that is something you need to talk to your girl about, partner, because regardless of what she's saying in this interview, it's going to matter. I'm just being honest with you, bro.
It is so hard to just find a single man that's just not looking for any type of commitment, no issues, where I can just come, bounce on it, make it a creamsicle, and we just go about our way and be happy. If that's you, can you please introduce yourself?
Now, I don't know about y'all, but I agree with the late, great Tupac when he said, but hey, that's just me. Y'all can go ahead and introduce yourself to that girl if you want to, but I think the only thing that's gonna happen is she's gonna introduce you to something you can't get rid of. I'm just saying.
No, girls don't fuck with me, bro.
Damn.
They don't still. Back in the day, yeah, but now, nah.
What do you think changed, bro? You're like shredded and everything.
I'm a bit more stern, innit? Girls don't like stern guys.
Yeah, I feel like they do though. Girls like a guy that they can't walk all over.
They say they do.
No, they do. I really feel like they do.
I promise you, they say they do. The guys who are stern to them are really just stern, but indoors they're teddy bears. When I say girls don't fuck with me, I mean I don't cater to them at all.
Yeah.
I really don't try.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to make you happy. If you don't like me, you don't like me. There's nothing I can do about that, right? Before I used to be that guy who used to cater to them. I'll never say I was perfect. Like I was that guy, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And obviously I got all the women attention. But then I realized like, bro, these girls just like me because I'm catering to them. It's not really real.
Not really for you.
Real.
Do you feel like
real.
you can meet a girl that like you for you then?
I don't know. I could die alone. It's gotten to the point where I actually think it's gonna happen.
So I asked the question, what do y'all think about this? Because I'm on the fence with this dude. I hear what he's saying and I agree with some of what he's saying, but there's a little bit that I disagree with. And let me explain what I'm saying. So when he says women don't like stern men, I disagree with that. I believe they do like stern men. Most women do not want to deal with a man that they can just do whatever they want to him. They'll like him at first, but they'll get sick of it at one point and they'll end up dumping him and they'll go after the stern man that they really want. So I disagree with that. But I agree with him when he said, don't sit there and try to make a girl happy, because that is the fool's mission. You cannot make a woman happy. I mean, you can make her happy for a period of time, but there's a good chance that ain't gonna last. And once you're not able to make her happy, you ain't gonna have to worry about making her happy because she ain't gonna be around too much longer. And I also agree with him when he said a lot of men are stern, but when they go home with their girl, they're a little more soft. And that's true. A lot of men are stern, but deep down, that woman knows how to work them like a puppet. I always say, if women understood the power of their femininity, they have way more control than they think they do, but they don't want to hear that. So I definitely agree with him on that part. Now, the part that I disagree with him on is when he said he doesn't even attempt to do anything for him. Now, the man said he's okay with living the rest of his life alone and dying by himself. If that's the case, he's on the right track. But the way I see that, if you're going to be in a relationship with a woman, you got to give them something, man. You can't expect these women to want to cater to you if you don't want to cater to them. It's just not how that works. We have to understand that women are different from us. There are things that they're going to need that we're not going to need. And all I'm saying is, if you're going into a relationship saying, I'm not doing anything, she's just going to have to like me for me, you sound just as bad as a chick who says she doesn't want to do anything for her man. man and he needs to like her for her. If you plan on getting into a relationship, I know some people don't want it, but if you plan on getting into a relationship, you're gonna have to do stuff for your woman. So when he said he's not even gonna try, he's not gonna do anything, I disagree with that mindset if you want a relationship. If he doesn't want a relationship, perfect. That is exactly what you need to do. But if you want a relationship, you're gonna have to give up something, bro. You can't go into that relationship saying I need her to be able to give me the things I'm gonna need, but I'm not willing to give her anything. That's the part I disagree with him on. But I wanna know what y'all think. Do y'all agree with the man, disagree with the man? Let me know. Appreciate you watching the video. See you next time.